So I am anticipating not many people being here Friday before vacation, so I thought that I would just make a quick video going through the notes for you guys. So the notes for Chapter 5, Ancient Sumer. So we have Ancient Sumer. We've gone down through our vocab. Remember, you only have to do 2 of either the matching fill in the blank or crossword. We did our introduction with the red questions, so you should have those filled out already. We have our aspects of civilization. Remember, stable food supply, social structure, trade, system of government, religious system, technology, and written language. We have our red text there as well. We've gone through and talked about the different aspects of civilization in our own society. So for example, social structure, trade, stable food supply, written language, religion, government, again, social structure, technology. We went through and talked about how all of these things equal the USA being a civilization. We skipped over that, and now we're into the notes. So I include the notes before each section. For example, social structures on 23 rather. The notes are on social structure, and then the actual text and questions are on 24. So you'll read down through this text and answer these red questions. That's for 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, and 31. Okay, you can read 32 if you'd like. That will probably help you answer the questions at the end, the quiz. So let's quickly go through our notes. So 21, slide 21. We know that the Sumerians had a complex society. Some of the things they invented, like the plow and writing, are still in use today. But which characteristics of Sumerian society cause historians to classify it as a civilization? Well, civilizations need a stable food supply. The Sumerians invented 2 key things to help them create a stable food supply. One of these inventions was their complex irrigation systems. So remember, they learned how to control their water, and that really helped them have that stable food supply. Their second invention was the plow. Okay. Moving on to slide 23, social structure. Civilizations have a complex organization or social structure. Archaeologists have found evidence that several thousands of people lived in Sumer. At the top level were priests, landowners, and government officials. At the middle were merchants, were merchants, traders, and artisans. The middle class also included farmers and fishers. Merchants would travel to trade resources/information with other societies. This trade is another hallmark of civilization. At the bottom of the social structure were slaves. Government. All civilizations have a system of government to direct people's behavior and make life orderly. Sumerian states were ruled by kings. Sumerian kings enforced the laws and collected taxes. A king also led his city-state's army. The king's appointed officials helped with certain duties, such as scribes, who helped record or write laws. So not only did Sumerian kings enforce the laws, they also wrote the laws. This is a lot like our president. He kind of enforces the laws. But it's a lot different than our president because he's a king and he gets his power from this religious belief system. So in Sumer, religious beliefs influenced every part of daily life. The ancient Sumerians expressed their religious beliefs by constructing temples and religious towers called ziggurats. This is an example of a ziggurat, kind of this really big, cool structure. It's amazing that these people could make this huge structure out of the desert. It's pretty cool. So they had this religious system, and a lot of times these religious systems related to the government. That's where the kings got their power. They were kind of these priest kings. And technology and writing. Of technology. The most important Sumerian invention was the chariot and also the plow. So these things that have the wheel in them, right? Some of these, and wheels. Most of these inventions that they created really had to do with figuring out geometry. So they needed to figure out how different shapes could really help influence their life. For example, the circle, the wheel. Another technological advance was the arch. The final characteristic is having a highly developed written language. There we go, with the written language. The Sumerians created a written language called cuneiform. Cuneiform was based on earlier simple writing called pictographs. Those were just symbols that stood for objects. So for example, if you wanted to represent a person, then you would maybe just draw a stick figure. So those were the notes. Hopefully we'll get to slide 37 to 47 in class on Friday. But if we do not, that's okay. Just skip over those. Please complete the quiz questions at the end. Okay? And again, if you read slide 32, that might help you answer the quiz questions. So you might have to go back and read this. You do not have to do these red questions. We're going to kind of skip over slide 32. So I hope you all have a great break, and I will see you after. Bye!